Edward Senzo Mchunu. Today it was said that the Minister of Police, Senzo Mchunu, there is a lot of evidence against him, to a point that Lieutenant Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi said that there's some things that he can't even say in the media, meaning that whatever evidence that he has against him is so bad and damning. On the other hand, I got very curious to know about this man, to say that who is actually Senzo Mchunu? Who is Edward Senzo Mchunu? And I found a video where he was asked about corruption in the police. He was asked if there was corruption, or if there's corruption in the police, how would you deal with it? And he made an analogy about a family structure. He said that if in a family you have a black sheep, for example, you will not throw that family member away. You keep them with you. Meaning that if there is a corrupt police officer, you don't kick them. Spoke about only maybe suspending them, but you don't remove them from office. Could it be that he's showing some leniency to corrupt police officers because he himself is as corrupt as those police officers? Hence, he's showing that lenient side of him. And also, why use the family structure analogy? Before we can go further to understand this man, let us first understand him through this video and his response when he was asked about corrupt police officers.
Your other question was corrupt. Look, the issue of corrupt police is we always make an example that in families, all of us have a member or two of the family that you rather would not have had for one reason or the other. In some cases, it becomes serious, such that as members of the family would want to disown your own people and say, Usman Ban, what icon, is denting our image in the family. But it doesn't stop being a part of the family, or she doesn't stop. Despite whatever things that they do, they remain your family members. Those police who are corrupt, they remain police.
As you guys can hear, Senzo Mchunu says that corrupt police officers are not supposed to be dumped or be removed from office or from their positions. They're just supposed to allow or understand that there is those type of family members. What type of weak and lenient response is this? I assume that even Lieutenant Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi will never have answered like this. Is it because he's less qualified from what is being said, that he only has some qualification from the University of KwaZulu-Natal as well as UNISA, and also has some teaching degree? Is it because of that? Why is he making it seem like teachers are not that smart? He's a teacher, this guy, and he gives a response making an analogy to a family. A police officer is not even 1 second close to being judged in the same level as a family. Family structures are filled with emotions, are filled with love, are filled with empathy and sympathy, because this is our family member. Whereas police officer, you have an obligation according to the law, the South African Police Act, as well as the Constitution, to ensure that there is no crime. If you're going to use the same mentality that you are using in a family structure to deal with corruption and to deal with unethical behaviors of the police, then clearly you are lost. You need help. If you're going to use that standard, you need help, because those two things cannot be used as one. I don't know what you guys think about that. Let me just play the video of Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi speaking about the overwhelming evidence that he has against Senzo Mchunu.
Do you accept the responsibility on your part to substantiate fully, not necessarily today, but in the fullness of time, the conclusions you have drawn in that paragraph?
Yes, Commissioners, evidence is there on the record, although some of it will perhaps require to be covered in camera, but the evidence is there that will support my conclusion on this. The individuals, the colleagues, as I said earlier, My July briefing was a collective effort. Men and women who are part of the investigation in Gauteng, who knows and they've gathered evidence to support the allegations that we ended up making. And they are going to come before this commission and they're going to present that evidence. We will be able, under oath, to confirm that indeed that is evidence that we've collected. And we have no reason not to believe that it is the real evidence that proves the linkages between the syndicates and the minister himself.
If I was Senzo Mchunu really, how was I going to deal with this situation or answer this question? At least what he could have said is that, you know what, we don't want people that are not disciplined in the police. He's an entire minister of police. And I wonder how Kachala would have responded when it comes to this, because Kachala and Senzo Mchunu, they have rather a lot of similarities than differences. They are quite the same. And I wouldn't be shocked if Kachala also says, you know what, I just think that, don't kick the person, just try apply some leniency. The way he wanted the police to be lenient when it comes to being attacked by criminals. He's like, no, don't do anything. He doesn't believe in shoot to kill. So I just don't understand that type of mentality and leniency from these ministers. Criminality should be dealt with the same amount that criminals deal with when they do their criminality. There should be robust response and response that commands that you cannot be a criminal. You cannot be involved in criminality when you're a police officer. We will deal with you accordingly. We will remove you from your seat. But this response that commands leniency, that commands, oh, you know what, everybody makes mistakes with people's lives, with people's hard work. You are applying that mentality of everybody makes mistakes. How? Maybe you guys understand this whole thing better from the minister himself, but on my side, I just don't get it. I just don't get this leniency. And also remember, guys, that Senzo Mchunu was a premier during the years, I think 2015 or 2016, but until 2016. So he was appointed during the tenure of Jacob Zuma to be the premier. And during those years leading up to CR17, the politically motivated unalivings were on their peak, to a point that the Morane Commission even said that bring back that political unalivings, tossed him because we needed to investigate. This was when the peak of ANC unalivings went high, that even Makak lost his life. In that process. So that's a very hot time in the ANC politics. And he was premier of KZN at that time. And what was he doing? What did he do to deal with the issues of corruption when it comes to KZN? He was the premier of KZN at that time. And what did he do to deal with that issue of corruption? What was his role? He started cementing his criminality then. Could it be that that's when he became the real godfather of criminology? Could it be that he was the godfather of criminology from then? A godfather of drug lords, a friend of drug lords, a friend of syndicates, a friend of murderers. Could it be that that's when this whole thing of his started? I don't know. I feel like Senzo Mchunu, his time has ended and he knows it. Hence, this other time he was seen doing that thing with his mouth. Hey guys, what was that thing? What was that thing? I've never seen a man do that thing. But he did it. He was very stressed because he knew that it is over for him. It is over now with this evidence coming into. Guys, I'm telling you, this man, wherever he is, he's jabbering, he's eating mbiza, he's chattering, he's going to the toilet now and again. He's steaming with herbs. He's doing all sorts of things. He's at the Nyanga. They are doing different things to him. Dubula in Nyanga.
Dubula in Nyanga. Dubula in Nyanga. Dubula in Nyanga.
Just like Jonathan Nezen said, that's what's going on with him right now. He's dubularing in Nyanga. And the dubula in Nyanga is so that it protects him, because we know that our cultural Zulu people, especially since he's from Hlabisa, he was born in Hlabisa. These people are people who use herbs. I'm not saying, guys, I'm not saying that's what happens indeed. But some of these people believe in ancestors and Tubula Nyanga, that, Tubula Nyanga will help you to be strong and not withstand such trials. When such trials happen, when the judge sees you, they'll be like, wow, this one is beautiful. No, he's not guilty. I think right now he's stressed. He's stressed. I don't know, guys, are you looking forward to his testimony? I am looking forward to his testimony. I want to see his testimony very soon. I wish it was coming tomorrow, because I've heard Nhlanhla and I believe Nhlanhla. Now I want to hear what all of these men have to say in response to what has been revealed, as well as Bheki Cele. Hey, Bheki Cele, I want him. That one. Hey, I don't know, guys. Please comment your thoughts. I'll see you in my next upload. Bye.